Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again. And I know what you might be thinking. Sirturmund, didn't you just complain about Seraphine in yesterday's video? Well, yes I did, but I'm a hypocrite. Anyways, Seraphine is in this new deck by 4LW that plays Seraphine, Twisted Fate, and Glorious Evolution. Now that Bakali Bar got nerfed, 4LW kind of came up with this different idea, and it's not completely new, right? People have played Bilgewater with Seraphine before, but we were still playing Bakali Bar. We were experimenting stuff with like Avatar of the Tides. 4LW says, forget all of that. Just go Twisted Fate Seraphine, just go Glorious Evolution, and just put a ton of pressure with the opponent by also having access to your elusives like Barrelfish, Saz Brayfin, your Acorn, your Poro Cannons. Because once you have the Glorious Evolution on the field, these elusives are going to get out of control really easily, especially when you also have a leveled up Seraphine. What I really like about Glorious Evolution as well is that usually one of the biggest weaknesses that Seraphine has is Quietus. By having Glorious Evolution in hand before you actually play the Seraphine, you don't even have to worry about Quietus. Additionally, Glorious Evolution affects every card that you have, whether you have played them or not, compared to Bakali Bar that only reduces the cards that you haven't played yet. This effect lasts forever, which means that no matter if the opponent removes your Seraphine, you get to play another one called Seraphine. You get to have all your spells be reduced by 1 or by 2 sometimes when you can get double Glorious Evolution off. He ends up getting a lot of crazy effect by just playing a bunch of powerful cards in this deck and having 2 champions, Seraphine and Twisted Fate, that the opponent has to remove. If there's one champion that doesn't remove, you end up winning the game. Honestly, the hardest part with this deck is finding enough hand space for all the value that you end up getting. It's pretty ingenious, and props to 4LW for kind of coming up with this idea and kind of optimizing this idea. This deck feels really solid. Coral Creatures is also super valid because it gives you a spell from your regions, potentially one that you don't main deck, allowing you to get to level of Seraphine even faster. This deck levels Zero really easily. Even Swindle allows us to use a spell that the opponent has to level Seraphine even quicker. It feels really nice. So again, I know we're not all fans of Seraphine. I myself am not a fan of Seraphine, but I am a fan of winning games. I am a fan of winning games and being competitive, and 4LW climbed all the way to top 20 with this deck. And today, we almost didn't lose a single game with this deck either. I think we only lost 1 game, and it feels really good. So if you're looking for a Seraphine deck that still feels good that you want to climb with, give this a shot. It's going to be hard to play, but it can feel really rewarding and allows you to just completely outplay your opponent. I will sometimes just do some random stuff. The good thing about this deck as well that's less frustrating than Bakali Bar decks is that you're not playing around like the Bakali Bar random generated cards. Yes, you still have to deal with the random Seraphine nonsense that, you know, if you're an opponent, they still have to deal with your random Seraphine nonsense, but they're not really dealing with the random cards from the Bakali Bar. They're not dealing with the random cards from the fan, number 1 fan, right? So like it's less RNG dependent than what other Seraphine decks are like. This one is really just relying more on Glorious Evolution. Very rarely do I actually win through random spell. I win through the spells that I have in my hand and kind of going from there. So it's a little bit less of a problematic Seraphine deck in my opinion. So, but I don't need to defend myself. So again, I like winning, so I don't care if I'm a hypocrite. Winning is fun. Hope you enjoy the games coming up today with the Seraphine deck from 4LW, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post LR videos every single day. Enjoy the games, and I'll see you at the end of the video for some mulligan tips. In this matchup, we're going against Norra Veigar. They have a lot of units, and they have a lot of removal, which is really concerning for us. I'm going to keep the heavy metal. I'm not going to keep the high note just yet. The heavy metal is really good at killing their Norra, right? We don't have a way to deal with Veigar though, which can be a little bit concerning. We can go Coral Creatures because it still gives us the mana for the heavy metal, which is why Coral Creatures can be so good sometimes. Unfortunately, opponent just went for the Construct. I don't know. This game is going to be a long one because I don't know that we can actually. We can play the Caustic Rift, right? We could play the Caustic Rift here and be okay with it, and we can just block the Construct. I don't want to just pass. So I don't want to just pass. I don't want to just pass and have the mana being burned. The costly grid could be better for later on. But I think I'm okay taking this now.
Why are you here?
And just baiting out all their portals while we can. Now, the problem is that we won't have a way to actually deal with Mr. Veigar.
You dropped something.
I'm okay with the sap being gone. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll go for the second sap.
What's the water like down there, guys?
Glorious Evolution will be really good in this matchup. If we get it. Let's swindle him now. See what we get. Quietus. Absolutely. Now we have a way to kill the Veigar. So we get the Quietus out of them. Which is amazing. That's a big boy though. I guess we might have to heavy metal that, to be honest. That's the Glorious Evolution. Ooh, we're... Another Aloof could be a problem. Another Aloof could be a problem. I'm gonna keep this elusive for now. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think I'm gonna heavy metal this because we have the Quietus. I wanna use spells so that we can actually get our Seraphine leveled up and come down the field. We can time trick, but then the time trick is a little bit awkward. We could improvement here. I like the improvement because it gives me access to another spell while also giving me the sap in my hand. I kind of want to keep the time trick for when we have Seraphine on the field. I kind of really want to have the time trick for when I have Seraphine on the field. We can go line them up into sap and still have enough mana to be able to do Glorious Evolution on our next turn, while still progressing 2 spells towards Seraphine. Passing Bomb, okay. We could also just pass, and we keep the mana to be able to Quietus any of their units.
Joy is a good look in a book and a cat in a lap.
I think the Quietus is actually better off on Veigar. Right? Because the Norra we can easily kill. I want to play Glorious Evolution next turn. Opponent still needs to find a way to kill this sap, right? Because they cannot attack. And this our Seraphine now. And we keep the time trick so that we can refill our hand. We can Glorious Evolution right here. We can Quietus the Veigar. Ah, okay. That means you can't use the darkness though. But it's a good spell. It's a good spell. And the darkness goes up to 3, unfortunately. That's a good, man. That was pretty good. I'll give that to them. I'll give that to them. I like the open. I like the open here. Bow. I'm gonna Quietus now. I don't want this darkness to get to 4. I think 4 is a little bit more problematic than 3. Obviously. We can miss each other Norra anytime we want. Opponent ready to commit a double battlefield. Double Poke Stick. I'm guessing they might have... We know that the opponent has Quietus, right? So I cannot play this Seraphine until after the Quietus is enabled. We can play the Burblefish now, because opponent just showed us that they don't have access to... Opponent just showed us they don't have access to a Poke Stick, right? And then we just pass. We have a Burst Speed blocker here, so I don't mind this. We just gotta play it really slow so that we can play the Glorious Evolution again. The Norra does not... Ah, that's the second Norra too. I'm gonna force you to have to find a way to kill this Burblefish. The Seraphine is not gonna be out of range of Quietus, by the way. Because we can buff it up. We can even play second Glorious Evolution too. Which is even crazier. I don't hate it. Everything costing 0 is not bad. Yeah, I think it's second Glorious Evolution every single day. Absolutely, I think. I think absolutely just play second Glorious. That's the third Norra. Opponent's gonna have to wait. Opponent's probably gonna have to have Vengeance here, right? So opponent's gonna have to have Vengeance here for the Seraphine. So that they don't just lose. Another Jerry Rig? That's actually kind of funny. We play the Seraphine now. She's gonna level up. We don't lose the Quietus. Has to be a Vengeance. Has to be a Vengeance. Or Minimorph. Dude, you know the Quietus doesn't work. Like, the opponent knows the Quietus doesn't work. What I'm actually gonna do now is that I'm gonna time trick right now so that we can play around a Minimorph. So I'm gonna time trick right now so that we can play around a Minimorph. We get the second Seraphine, so even if the first one dies, we're still in a good spot. We can play Drum Solo to draw even more. We should have played this before, by the way, we played the time tricks. So that's on me. Because the opponent committed the Quietus first, we can actually attack with the Elusives now. By getting rid of the 2 Elusives. Stress? The stress is... wait, but that doesn't... That still doesn't matter to me. Sure? And then we just go like this? And we still beat the Quietus? Now what? Has to deal with these 2 Elusives? Yeah, that still didn't work, opponent. Good try, though. Glorious Evolution is a very good card. It had to be Vengeance or Minimorph, right? And even if it was the Vengeance, we had a second Seraphine that was costing 0, so GG's. In this matchup, we're gonna against Trundle Tryndamere. So feel the rush. I wonder if the opponent's playing like a greedy version of it, or if they're playing like slower, like a non-greedy version of it, you know? This Anakaborus is not bad, to be honest. It's a weird matchup. It's a weird matchup because I don't think we can outvalue them. This could help us outvalue them though, but we're not playing this until turn 7 at least. And by the time we get to turn 7, opponent just wins the game. They also have access to Quietus, unless they're playing like the super greedy version. So I need to be careful about that. Yeah, they get the Wild Mysticism. By the time we play Glorious Evolution, opponent will already be able to win the game. Which is my concern right now. Unless the opponent lets us attack with their Acorn, which is unlikely because the opponent will have access to quite a few things here. I don't mind blocking this. Because my unit's probably gonna die. Are they playing Quietus? If they don't play Quietus, if we can actually get this Glorious Evolution to be like 9 mana, that's actually not bad. That's a whole turn, right? That would be like us ramping up. That would be like us ramping up. Opponent has a choice. They can kill the Acorn and delay 1 more ramp. They chose to kill the Acorn, so which tells me that they probably don't have the ramp. Or if they do, they opt not to do it.
Never lost a fair game.
Let's draw.
Soak it in.
This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be very tough. It's gonna be off the back of this Glorious Evolution for us to have a chance. Seraphine is gonna be very far away from leveling. We can play Coral Creatures. We're nowhere close to it. We still have 2 more turns before the Glorious Evolution comes online. Obviously, the opponent has access to like an Avalanche or something like that. I don't need to block with the Twisted Fate, right? We could have gone Sap, but I kind of wanted to see what I got from Coral Creatures first. Yeah, that's the Ravine anyways. Let's just go ahead and do this. This is mana efficient. And that's the catalyst. That's what they were debating about last turn, right? My concern now is going to be the opponent having access to... Like, I really want to play out this Glorious Evolution. I think I'm going to go Sap here.
What's the water like down there, guys?
Because my concern is the opponent having access to She Who Wandered. Obviously, they're going to have access to Feel the Rush. Okay, they actually do have the Quietus, but they decide to use it here.
Quickly.
Yeah, we just have to slam... So if I slam the Glorious Evolution here, we don't lose because the Trundle doesn't have access to... The Trundle doesn't actually have access to Overwhelm, right? So we will take the 10. So we will take the 10 from the Tryndamere. And then we're just losing to an Atrocity now. And obviously the Overwhelm next turn. But I have no choice. I have to just slam it. I have to just slam it. I hope that the opponent has nothing. I have to just slam it. I hope that the opponent has nothing. We're gonna go here. We go here. We're gonna continue with the elusives. Hope that the opponent has no avalanche, right? We have to just hope that the opponent has no avalanche. She Who Wanders. Avalanche. There's so many outs that they have here. I just have to hope that they don't have a way to deal with the elusives. If that's theirs, that's fine. Can we actually win with a single elusive here? Can we actually win with a single elusive here?
Song, run, bun. Doesn't have to run.
At the very least, there has to be a way for us to win, right? Okay, now we have 2 elusives, so we definitely have a good chance of winning now.
Hey there. Don't mind the knife.
At the very least, we're forcing it to have to block. We want to get this Seraphine leveled up. We want to get this Seraphine leveled up as soon as we can. Ay, ay, ay. What if we actually go here instead? Purify? Alright. At the very least, we're forcing it to block with their Tryndamere. I guess blocking with Tryndamere doesn't matter to them. It's gonna be whether the opponent has whether the opponent has a Battle Feast or not. If the opponent has a Battle Feast to deal with this elusive, we're in trouble. We can actually pull the Trundle, right? So we can actually pull the Trundle. Yeah, Seraphine is bullshit. Seraphine is bullshit. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, opponent. That is not okay. That is not okay. GG's. In this matchup, we're going against okay, Viktor Zoe, so it's gonna be more of a just target shenanigans. I like the Acorn. I like the Acorn a lot. I think it's too early for Seraphine. I'm gonna discard the High Note. I'm gonna see if I can get the Glorious Evolution. Like, if I can get the Glorious Evolution, that would have been really nice for the Acorn. Static Shock is not bad either. I'm gonna force the opponent to have to commit Thermal here. No? Okay. I'm willing to trade with the Zoe. I'm absolutely willing to trade with the Zoe. If you want to give me this, I'm okay with that. Nope. Remember that we have Make It Rain, right? We have Make It Rain. We have a lot of different outs that we have against their deck. The Pale Cascade is annoying, but if the opponent plays Pale Cascade, they're not having... Okay, so they tapped out a Pale Cascade, so they're looking for Equinox then? Maybe they do have actually access to the Thermal, decided not to use the last turn for some reason? Oh, that's such a good draw. I'm so confused right now. I'm attacking. I'm open attacking because I don't want to put... Yep. We get more value from the Static Shock now.
Watch them fly back into stars.
Oh, okay. Fortunately, opponent ended up being a gamer on us and having access to Spell Shield on the Sparkologist. That's such an odd card to play. I think I'm willing to eat this Static Shock now, though. That way we can play the Sash Spray Thing for 4 mana next turn. I'm willing to block. I guess we can also go Tailstones. We don't need to block. Oh, we're definitely blocking now, right? Okay, Moonsilver. Scry. Okay, so this is gonna just be... So so we're just going against Invoke deck then, right? So now we can go like this, allow me to block the Zoe. Opponent's even gonna make it easy for us to be able to actually kill their units later on. If you have Pale Cascade, that's okay. Okay. So if you have Pale Cascade, that's okay, because what I'm gonna do is that I have to kill this guy, right? So I have to kill the Scryer. I have to kill the Scryer. I might just open attack first, knowing that the opponent cannot actually block with Zoe, right? I might actually commit the Ebb and the Flow, have 2 chances to hit the Zoe before... Okay, well, now that the opponent did that, I think I'm gonna kill the Scryer.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly. You're all pretty.
Okay, how far is she from leveling up, actually? I do need to be careful. 5? I'm still not concerned about it. I just want to make sure that the opponent gets no value from the Scryer. They have 2 Celestial cards in their hand that we haven't seen yet. We can always go Caustic Rift, right? To be able to actually kill the Zoe next turn. So I'm not too concerned about this. 6? Maybe I should start getting a little bit concerned, though. Maybe I should start getting a little bit concerned. 6. When do we need to have 4 cards? Let's risk it. Let's risk it. Alright. Never mind. Never mind. Let's kill it now. I don't want this Zoe to level up. It sucks not getting the value from this, but I think I actually have to kill it out. We have a lot of draws, so I'm not too concerned about running out of value. I just wanted to make sure that the opponent couldn't level her up. Because Zoe leveled up would be a problem. Opponent has another Celestial card that they got from this Scryer that we haven't seen yet. Right, so I need to be a little bit careful about that. I'm just going to play the Iron Arcaboros now. I don't want the opponent to pass back on me and then us being in a bad spot. Don't know if I want to play Seraphine just yet. And this is also always going to be 0, right? Maybe we just play her out. Maybe we just play her out now that the opponent didn't get access to... Now we can wait one more turn. Now that the opponent didn't get access to Challenger, we can play Seraphine out. Because we can use the spell that she gave us for something else. I don't mind attacking here. I guess I could start... We can go like this. We can go like this first. Discard this. Seraphine is already gonna be a 7. This also makes this guy's be 0. Let's start pushing some elusive damage. Opponent gets regen. Force the opponent to have to find a way to destroy these guys. A second Mountain Scryer.
We chart our path by the stars.
Okay, so opponent has two Celestial cards that we haven't seen yet. Equinox? Okay, I'm fine with that. Now we play Seraphine, and now the fun starts. So now the fun starts here with the Seraphine. We can actually go Shakedown as well. Problem is that if we do it in the Seraphine, we're like asking ourselves to die to stuff. So I think I'm actually gonna do it on this, guys. Because what I can do is that I can actually pull them and do high no at the same time, but I don't want to have the high no unless it's doubled up. I guess we can always just kill them with high note anyway, so I can like pull here. I don't want to take damage there. I need to do this high note, but I want to like enable the level up on the high note. Do we ever start with Make It Rain first then? Yeah, let's start with Make It Rain first. Level up the Seraphine, and now we have high note. We have to kill their one job as well. That way we just pull the Mountain Scryer, have high note for this guy. Yeah, opponent gets the last value from it. So opponent gets the last little value from their Viktor and their Scryer. Oh, really? You're gonna give me that? Okay, so now we just go here then, right? Now we can just go here instead. Actually, let's do it beforehand so that we can actually hit damage with our elusives. Now this is gonna push 4 damage. We kill the Viktor anyways, because the Pill Cascade is not enough to get him there. The Scry stays alive, but the opponent doesn't really have any value right now for the Scry to really matter. Yeah, opponent doesn't really have any value for the Scry to really matter. So I'm not concerned about it, because they have used everything that they got, right? The last Celestial card that we were worried about was the Reading in the Stars. We get to draw 2 cards here. Is it ever better to actually go... Why don't we just try to win with the elusives? Sure. You know what? I'm gonna tap out. I have a second Seraphine, so I don't care if you have a way to kill the Seraphine. I'm just gonna tap out. Let's see. Because I'm trying to buff these guys up. I guess we can go Playful Trickster. Right? We can always go Playful Trickster, see what the opponent does first, and if they don't do anything, we just win with the Playful Tricksters. Alright. I wanted to see if I drew something better from the Drum Solo first, but I think there was no way for us to lose that game after we were able to remove all the champions, so GG's. In this match, we're going against Rico playing Sejuani and Gwen. So Rico Overwhelm, Tryndamere. I don't know that I care about Seraphine this early. I like the Acorn. Maybe the Sap was also greedy. Actually, yeah, the Sap was also greedy. And it's funny enough, we don't have a single spell in our hand now. So it means that the Acorn is not doing anything, even though we're attacking turn 1. Because I wanted to see if I could get my Twisted Fate. Swindle? Okay. We can take a peek at their hand. Spirits Unleash? I'll take that. We can do it on turn 5. It was Tough Speaker, Spirits Unleash, and Strike of the Band, right? Sure. Should we still do this? I guess we don't have to do this on turn 5 anymore. We can play Coral Creatures instead, because this is gonna get reduced by the Acorn. Right? So this is gonna get reduced by the Acorn. So we can actually still do it on turn 5 while still pushing 4 damage here. Unless the opponent destroys the Acorn right now. No? Okay.
For me, the spirit's dance.
Alright. The problem is that if I go Spirits Unleash, right? If I go Spirits Unleash, opponent is always able to... I want to be mana efficient. I want to be mana efficient and do this. If I do Spirits Unleash, opponent is always able to kill my units anyways. because they have their own Spirits Unleashed, but I think they're just gonna go like Gwen or something else here anyways. So if they go Gwen or something similar, then that's when I start going for the rest of my stuff. Like the Spirits Unleashed to make my Elusives even stronger. The opponent has their own Spirits Unleashed. Gwen? Yeah, there we go. That's what I expected. I expected to see a Gwen here. Let's just make our Elusives stronger. We already seen both cards of the other two cards that the opponent had in their hand. We can save the improvement for the Burblefish, which makes me actually kind of play this out. It makes me want to play this out instead of playing the Coral Creatures, so that we could actually reduce the Burblefish further away. We can sap. If the opponent has access to the opponent could do the Spirits Unleashed right now, gets rid of this, yeah. Now we can Portal Cannon instead. And Portal Cannon, I don't like getting rid of the Coral Creatures, to be honest. I don't like getting rid of the Coral Creatures. I think I prefer going here. Go double Elusives. We can block this. I guess we have to worry about Atrocity. So maybe we actually do have to block the Gwen as well. Yeah, we have enough Elusives that are not scared of this. Okay, that is a little bit of a problem. That's gonna be 4. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. Yeah, that's gonna deal a lot of damage, and now the opponent's also gonna have the Sejuani leveled up. We're still losing to the Atrocity, so we're losing to the Atrocity and we're losing to anything. I don't think I can play around them, right? I don't think I'm playing around them, so if the opponent has any pain, or the opponent has Atrocity, then they win the game. They have it, right? It doesn't matter, really, right? No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I guess might as well let's push the 1 damage down. If they have, so they have Unspeakable Horror, they have Atrocity. Either one of them wins in the game. They could also have the Udyr. The reason that I'm open attacking is because there's another options, right? They could have the 2-cost spell that does +1/+1 and create a stance swap. And if they do that, they will get a slow speed way to actually enable the trigger. If they have a Gwen spell here, I'll get a little bit punished by this, by the way. Because now the Gwen spell can also kill it. So it's an option. I either lose to the Gwen spell. So it's either I lose to the Gwen spell. There you go. Or I lose to the slow speed ram stance. I opted to lose to the Gwen spell. Unfortunately. We don't have any burn unless we draw another Mystic Shot. Yeah, that's not enough, right? That's not enough. And we only pay 1 Mystic Shot, so we already used it, right? So we don't have any out here. Ah, yeah, we don't. No, I think that was fair. I think it was fair to lose to the second Gwen. Because they do play Inner Beast. That's the spell. Inner Beast, right? GG's, Rita. It's either Inner Beast. Because the problem with Inner Beast is that they could do the Inner Beast and then go for the Ram stance. So it's either Inner Beast or the Gwen spell. The Gwen spell killing us at fast speed. The Inner Beast killing us at slow speed. Because it will freeze my whole board. Is it ever correct to play around one or the other? Because I think it's so. Oh, you know what else? We also lose to a second Tusk Speaker. So if we did Bellow, we also lose to a second Tusk Speaker. So we lose to second Tusk Speaker. We lose to Inner Beast into Ram Stance. While by open attacking, we only lose to the Gwen spell. We lose to Atrocity no matter which way we do it. So I think it was correct for us to open attack there. And if they have it, right? Unspeakable Horror beats us no matter which line we take. Atrocity beats us no matter which line we take. And then there's 2 ways that we lose if we don't open, and there's 1 way that we lose if we open. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Misfortune, Twisted Fate. We do have some removal, and obviously Caustic Rift is also going to be really nice. I don't think it is a game where we can play Glorious Evolution. Line them up is so expensive. Line them up is really expensive. But what we can do is that we can go line them up into high note to deal 3 to something. Or now we can line them up and make a rain, so that's even better. So that we can deal like multiple damage to stuff. We might have to just do make a rain though right away. We got the Glorious Evolution back, which is not the matchup that we wanted in.
Nice to meet you.
Alright. Okay, we take just 1. We do it now just so that we can avoid losing, so that if we hit the Saboteur, we do exactly this. Unfortunately, we didn't hit every unit, but just taking 1 damage is not a big deal. We don't have Twisted Fate yet. It's a little bit annoying. We can do the Acorn, that gives me a blocker. We can do what we talked about, where we can go line them up into like high note to actually able to kill the Misfortune. Oh, come on. Yeah, so if we go like this, for example, we can kill the Misfortune. Unless the opponent has to make a rain, then I guess very sad. Because then the opponent gets to push a lot of damage. And then the opponent needs to attack, otherwise we go knock them down on the hatchling. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knock them down on the rear guard instead, because that's presenting more damage later on. We can go jump solo next turn, allowing me to potentially get some nice value. Opponent didn't play another unit, so their hand must be like decimates or something. I'm surprised that they actually waited. I guess they didn't want to. Obviously, they needed to attack. Yeah, they needed to attack, so that makes sense. Wow. I have to go Twisted Fate, right? I have to go Twisted Fate. It kills 2 units and gives me a blocker. As much as I would have loved to do the jump solo, I think Twisted Fate is more valuable. I'd actually stop it.
Never lost a fair game.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with the opponent going his own Twisted Fate, but I couldn't have let them have that many units. We can actually go for the Evolution here. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna take the 4, and I'm gonna actually go for the Glorious Evolution now. We're only at 14, so I don't mind using this up. And now we can play. I don't really want to play Twisted Fate because I feel like Twisted Fate is so good at removing the opponent's stuff, right? Like, I feel like I need to always hold Twisted Fate for like the red card or gold card potential. Opponent's gonna go for the Decimate. They have all burn in their hand. I think I know that for a fact. I'm gonna just keep the mana for Twisted Fate. We can hit Splitterator them if we need to.
No one's the wiser.
I don't want to take this damage though. It's gonna be 1, 3. We go down to 7. Maybe we can take Mission. Maybe we just take this down because I feel like I need to keep this. I need to keep this. I'm losing to double. I think I need to keep this to be able to remove like Fervor, right? What if we just go second one?
He started without me.
Kind of scared. Kind of very scared now. I don't think the opponent has enough units. I think I'm just gonna go Twisted Fate. I think I'm just gonna call it a day, go here, just start going for the draw. We have a lot of draw here. We have obviously a lot of units that I don't care about how many units the opponent has. We're just gonna put a lot of pressure. We can also now play stuff like Acorn, right? And potentially present a lot of elusive. This is gonna be able to beat. This beats the Fervor. Opponent's gonna have to block everything. Opponent has to literally block everything. We can actually take a peek at their hand. Double Fervor. So now we can actually go 1 Fervor. So double Fervor and the thing. We can actually go 1 Fervor now, knowing that we can just chill. We have access to Head Splitterator. We can jump solo now because why not? And just go here. We have Fervor. We have a full units here. We have Fervor and we have Head Splitterator, so we can actually stop the opponent's Fervors with no problem. Opponents has to commit their Fervors here. Because if they don't commit their Fervors here, they're just like losing, right? So we can Head Splitterate this one. And every time that we use a card, by the way, it adds more damage. Opponent goes like this. Now it means that we can Fervor and this is lethal. And there we go. So now this is lethal because the Elusives get buffed up by the double Fervors. Alright. I can't believe we actually got to play double Glorious Evolution against an aggro deck. I was not expecting it. So, GG's. In this match, we're gonna against Zoe, Master G, and Lisa. The Glorious Evolution is gonna be really awkward in this matchup. So the Glorious Evolution is gonna be really awkward because the opponent obviously has access to deny. I like having Twisted Fate because the opponent's not gonna have a lot of great ways to deal with the Twisted Fate here. Make It Rain is really nice. Head Splitterator is also very nice. Yeah. There's no way, right? There's no way. There's no way. I don't think I do it. I think I let them get it. I think the Head Splitterator is going to be too important for me to have later that I don't want to use this up now. Yeah, it's going to be way too important for me to have it later. Opponent could have access to Spell Cascade here, which is obviously going to be annoying. Okay. What if we app? Yeah, what if we just app? If the opponent has Spell Cascade, we can Make It Rain. Okay, we're gonna have to do it again then. So we're gonna have to do it again and hope that we hit the Zoe one more time. We have a 50-50. Asmus. Alright, so we have to hit one or the other then, right? I think I'm okay doing it right now. We either hit the Zoe or we hit the... And there we go. Perfect. We either hit the Zoe or we hit the Asmus. Either way is very good. I don't want to emote them. I think that's BM. I think that completely slows them down now, by the way. I feel like emoting them will be just a little bit too BM. I'm going to actually go ahead and just play the Twisted... I'm going to play the Twisted Fate right now. Oh, actually, I probably want to draw with it, no? I kind of want to really kill this Asmus before the opponent can put the equipment on it. But I kind of want to draw with Twisted Fate instead of actually... What if we just pass? What if we just pass first? Huh. I really want to draw with this. I think if we level up Twisted Fate, we're in like a really good spot. So I think I'm just going to draw. Let the opponent have a big elusive if they want to. We have plenty of elusive blockers, so I'm not scared of dying to the elusives. I don't think opponent has a great way to deal with the Twisted Fate on the field. So I'm gonna just go here, take it slow. We have a really good way to level up Twisted Fate too, so yeah, let's just sap. Opponent can put the Horasi on the Asmus. We can go Acorn, I guess. Probably the best way to do it. I really want to play the Twisted Fate pick a card as soon as possible. Want to block that? I'm blocked here.
Why are you here?
I want to block like this. Let's just play it. Let's just play it out. Guiding Touch? Okay. I didn't play around the Guiding Touch. I should have played around the Guiding Touch by doing this on the stack. So that's my fault. Slight misplay on my part. I think I am gonna just go ahead and commit the Twisted Fate. I'm gonna go play the Seraphine first.
Well, maybe.
Let the opponent...
portal and suddenly jumped me in.
Let's go Trail of Evidence, so that it counts as another card. We can discard the concurrent timelines, get ourselves a Daring Portal. I just need blockers, so Twisted Fate is gonna have to wait just a little bit longer. Whoa! I'm gonna keep the mana. Its Obliterator can still kill that stuff, but it has to, I need to be worried. Oh, you're gonna go like this? I'm okay with that. I'm okay taking this damage from the Shepherd. Sonic Wave is a big deal though. On the Seraphine. The disrespect. The disrespect. I might actually not want to. That's so disrespectful. Sure. Sure. Now what? That's actually such a good draw, by the way. That is such a good draw. You have to find a way to kill this Twisted Fate now. Which I don't believe they have a way to. Ah, Worthy Soul! Okay, okay. I mean, they still have to spend 5 mana for that, so I think I'll take that. I still think that was very disrespectful, by the way, from them. Like, absolutely disrespectful. I'm gonna do the same thing again. Especially because this, like, we got both champions, even though they're both, you know, things. I want to get the mana here. We can go Seraphine. We can play Daring Portal. Opponent gets the Horasi. We're still okay. We can actually play the Heavy Metal. Oh wait, I wanna... Ah, shoot. You know what I should have done first? I should have leveled up the Seraphine first and then play the Heavy Metal. Because all I'm doing is giving the opponent the Elusive, right? The opponent's gonna be able to buff that up. What if we Caustic Rift? What if we Caustic Rift to level up the Seraphine? I miscounted my mana. I needed to have the Heavy Metal to be able to kill the Trickster. I'm gonna go like this first. Get rid of this Spell Shield. Opponent's gonna buff this up, but we have an Elusive blocker, so I'm not too concerned about the big Elusive here. I'm not too concerned about the big Elusive. If the opponent does an open attack, then he's just giving us a chance to kill the Elusive anyways. We're gonna just kill the Seraphine. We can go heads, the heads, right? We could go the heads, transform it into a little Daring Portal. Opponent could have access to the Deny, I guess. Or we could transform her into the big Elusive and just let it go. I don't want to lose this Seraphine. I also kind of want to level up this Twisted Fate. So this will be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Opponent could have another Unworthy Soul and that could be a problem. I'm concerned about the Deny. I'm concerned about the Deny here. Oh, whoops. Wrong way to do this. Yeah, there we go. I'm a little bit concerned about the Deny here. But this gives me the discard fodder for the Rummage. So Deny is a problem here. If the opponent denies it, we can Rummage. And a Twisted Fate is still going to be pretty far into it. Okay, yeah, we just win the game then, right? We just win the game, no? I don't even want to play the Rummage right now.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
I don't even feel like playing the Rummage. I need to worry about the Prowl later. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Just get this a little bit lower. I'm not gonna play around doing Wealthy Soul. This deck doesn't have a lot of hard removal. So I don't need to play around it. Next turn we're gonna be at 3. This is 5. This is 7, 8, 9. We're gonna just overdraw like a madman though. We're gonna be withdrawing like crazy. We're gonna be overdrawing like crazy. Which I might be okay with, to be honest. Considering that we're gonna be everything gonna be leveled up. We're gonna be overdrawing like crazy here because we're also gonna have Twisted Fate join us a card here. So what we actually need to do is start out with the Mystic Shot. So that way we don't overdraw this last card that we're gonna draw here. Their Elusive goes bye-bye. They have the Darking Fan and the price is gonna be a problem, but we have so much value here that I'm not too concerned about it. You can go here. This is gonna stun and kill their dragon. Their Eye of the Dragon. We have enough burst speed spells that we can trigger the Twisted Fate next turn. We have both levels of champions. It's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard for us to lose this. They want to keep their Eye, but it's just gonna get smacked by the red card next turn. Don't know how to exactly finish this up, to be honest. I just know I want to have elusive blockers. Stun? My goodness. I'm giving in the space for the prop, which is probably a mistake. I'm giving them the space for the Prow, which is actually a mistake, but I'm still not concerned about the Prow either. When it decides to not even do this, so we get to play the Glorious Evolution next turn if we wanted to. Not like I think I need it anymore, but it doesn't hurt to play it. Doesn't hurt to play it. Trifecta, okay, I'm definitely gonna play it now. I'm definitely gonna play it now because the opponent could potentially make a little bit of a comeback here. The Wrecker is gonna clear the whole board. And we can trigger the Wrecker right away at burst speed before the opponent can kill the Twisted Fate because we get to draw 2 cards from... We get to overdraw though again. We probably have to go the Twisted Fate card, to be honest. We even played the wrong Twisted Fate, I didn't even realize that. I want to really play this Glorious Evolution though, but I guess it's losing to... He's losing to the Deny, right? I'm gonna pretend that Deny is not real. I deserve that, I deserve that, I deserve that. I just wanted to pretend that Deny was not real, but opponent has no mana for anything else, so it doesn't matter. Let's go Burblefish. If the opponent plays Spell Cascade, we can line them up in response. Doesn't matter, it's gonna die to the gold card, right? It's like I'm just playing right now. Okay, so now we play line them up, right? That way this dies to the gold card and then we play the knock them down.
Dead in their tracks.
We can play Parley and knock them down here. Or we can just do it like this. Let's play Parley instead. I guess it doesn't matter. They're both gonna go. I guess we could have done Parley because we have pushed damage to face compared to this. It's just we're like playing with our food and the opponent's like letting us not like it's not doing anything. Ah yeah, we do 10.
Amps live, let's go.
I gotta take it slow. Unworthy soul. Sure. Because no matter what, I'm gonna lose the card. I guess what we can do, we can go like this. At least get the red card trigger. And get the blue card trigger. Play the second Twist of Fate. We get the draw out of it. We still burn the Twist of Fate, but we can play the second one out. Can I go from there? Ah, opponent, just surrender, my friend. There's no out. There's literally no outs with both having both champions on the field, leveled up. You know that I have this too.
Like a fish in water.
You know that I have this too, so...
Blue as the serpentine.
I'm giving myself too many cards in my hand again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Opponent. What are you waiting for? I deserve this. I'm playing Seraphine. I deserve it. I deserve it for playing Seraphine, guys. It's my fault. It's my fault. It is my fault. I will admit that. Living Legends? Okay, okay. Yeah, because we can go... Time Trick. Time Trick. Thank you. GG's, opponent. GG's. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's games. You see just how crazy value you can get with this deck, right? We even got to see a game where we have both Seraphine and Twisted Fate leveled up, and we had so many cards in our hand that we were literally burning cards, and we didn't care. I don't think we were ever in a position where we were gonna lose that game once we have both champions leveled up, no matter what the opponent could have done. We also got to see a couple of games where we got to play not just one, but both Glorious Evolutions, and you can see the value that this card can provide by just making all your units so much stronger. It makes all your elusives be such big threats that if the opponent doesn't have a way to remove them, they're kind of out of luck. Because usually they want to spend the removal on your champions like Twisted Fate and Seraphine, giving them with no removals for your actual elusives to come in and just completely clean up their board, which is really, really nice. In terms of mulligan, I really want to look for some of my... Obviously, I like having Glorious Evolution in my hand if I have an Acorn, but it's a little bit risky to keep it. But honestly, I feel like this deck does so much better once you have the Glorious Evolution enabled that I might be tempted to keep one Glorious Evolution no matter what. I'm still kind of debating if that's correct or not, but I don't know. Maybe you can keep it against everything except when you're going against like Shurima, Ionia, or Bandle City, which obviously is most of the meta, because those decks can deny your Glorious Evolution and then you have a 10 mana do nothing. But every other matchup, maybe you can actually go ahead and play it. It's tough, it's tough. But aside from those big expensive spells, I'm definitely looking for Acorn and Coral Creatures, right? Acorn, Coral Creatures, and Twisted Fate are the main things that I'm looking for. Those things will enable me to kind of start setting up and start defending and protecting myself. You can keep some of your other removal like Heavy Metal or Mystic Shots if you're going against certain cards that you need to remove early like Norra. You can keep Make It Rain against Aggro, but you're playing a lot of 1-offs. So usually in my mulligan, I'm looking for some of my 3-offs like Twisted Fate, Coral Creatures, and Acorn. That's the reason that these cards are 3-offs and not 1-offs, although they're also not spells, so that's probably why. But go for your units and your spells will come as they come. Just go with the flow, you know? But enough about me for that. Hope you enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like this video below and subscribe to us. We post a lot of videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Twitch.tv. We stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.